Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm on here, I guess, just to talk about my illness, I guess. I just want to start off by saying I never really talked too personal on here. The most personal thing that I spoke on here about was my labor story. But I just feel like in order for me to push through with this channel is to be honest with myself and well, I suffer from severe depression. Now, this is not for clout. This is not for, I don't want nobody to pity me or anything like that. I just want to have my story be heard. Well, I guess, basically, I'll start it off by saying, I grew up an only child. So, this is very hard for me to talk about. I'm so sorry. I grew up an only child. My father was barely around. If you guys look at my video, my father is one of the he's on one of the songs that I created. It's called Chit Chat, and that's his picture. That's actually his mugshot for not paying child support. He's an immigrant and he has a lot of children that he does not take care of. I haven't seen my father since I was 11 years old. I mean, I've seen him around, but as far as him acknowledging who I am, I haven't seen him since I was 11. But I'm going to get back to that story. Basically, I grew up half Haitian, half American. And, I'm looked at as African American. You could look at me and you could say, oh, well, she's black. But there is a big difference with being biracial in general. You just never fit in. You never really know who you are, especially if your parent is not around. The parent that has the ethnicity or nationality that you share, it's kind of hard to get close to that, or even it's just very hard to fit in. And I actually been hard, I always made friends, but I never really fit in. But I'm just gonna show you how my depression came into play. I always felt lonely. I remember just playing by myself. I remember looking in the window at this little girl across the street. Her name was Lacey, and she was mixed, and I just see her with her pretty hair, and she just looked so happy. She had all the friends. I see everybody knocking on the door to play with her. So sometimes I see her, she looks so happy, got all her friends, and I'll go back to my toys and I just start hating myself. I'll, hit myself, hate myself, and just wonder, this is why he's not around. Look at me, I'm a mess. And I was very young doing that. I probably did that maybe about 3 times young. And then after a while I was like, okay, what the heck? What are you doing? But I never really fully stopped hating myself. And I don't really know why. I just feel like I think part of me just feels like I don't belong here. Part of me feels like I don't belong here. I never really had I mean, I could make a lot of friends, but I never really had people who really, really, truly, really wanted to be my friend or really, really care about me. And I got this one friend that I met when I was 10. She became my best friend. And we rewrote out all them years, until now, she was my best friend. And she was the only one who stuck by my side throughout me being weird, or throughout everyone knows that when I go through depression, I shut down. It's like a chemical imbalance where I don't want to talk to nobody. I just need to get myself together. So she knows that about me. But I think after a while, people get tired of you saying you're depressed or you're going through something. People don't really understand your story, what you go through. I've been through abusive relationship. I've been neglected. I've been treated very unfairly. I've been treated as if I don't have feelings. So basically why I'm making this video is because I stopped talking to my mom and I guess basically my family, because I'm tired of having to prove myself. I'm tired of people not understanding that I suffer from depression. They just look at me and don't really understand that I'm suffering. I never get, are you okay? I barely get that. If I ever explain anything or cry out for help of what I'm going through, I always get treated as if I'm numb or a robot or I shouldn't feel this way. So I'm tired. I apologize to anybody. I've heard it. But I just feel like at this point in time, I'm getting too old to worry about what people think about me, how people feel about me, what people say about me, what I wear, my hair, how I wear my hair. I used to do hair. Hair was like my big hobby growing up. My first job was at 12 years old, sweeping hair. I've never been the lazy type until I started suffering from depression. If anybody knows about depression, they would know what I'm talking about. I always wanted to work. I was always very ambitious, had a lot of dreams as a young child. And you know what? Every single dream I had got shut down. So you wonder, like, for somebody who was very ambitious at a young age, willing to work her way up, willing to do whatever, when you keep getting shut down for years and years, or treated like what you do don't matter, or when you get that all the time, it's like, why even bother? Why even bother? So yeah, I'm angry. I'm fed up. It's time for me to live my life. At this point, I don't care what no one thinks. I'm really tired. I'm just fed up with everyone. I guess my best friend realized that I guess my depression got worse. Maybe she doesn't want me around anymore. Maybe I'm just an embarrassment to everybody. So I just decided to stay away. Because I put myself on people trying to show them that I'm nice, that I care about the world, and I care about people, but I rarely get that back. And it's about time for me to care about me before I get too old, before I'm dead and gone and regret everything in my life that I've already regretted. And this is not to down or not be grateful about what God has done for me in my life. God has always been there for me, and that's why I'm still here today. That's why I'm still breathing, because of God. Nobody else did that for me but God. The times I wanted to end my life, it was God in my head. It was God in my head telling me that you're gonna be okay. You know how many times I wanted to hear that? But I know I'm gonna be okay. And I know that this is my testimony just to tell other people that you can fight too. You can fight through it. God is here for you. God is here for you through it all. He is here for you through it all. Through the thick and through the thin. And that's why I'm still here today. And I know a lot of what I said was probably jumbled up. I don't think I wanted to explain too much more, you know. I think what got to my breaking point really is when I realized I don't have my best friend for 20 years anymore. My cousin is gone. My favorite singer died. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. I just feel like everything about me, everything that I knew is gone. Everything I knew. It's like I have to start fresh, you know. This is God replenishing my soul, and you know, I have to get right. I guess he told me to just leave all these things behind, the false idols and the judgment, because even though they labeled me as the tail, I am the head, and I will be okay. Just like they didn't like Jesus, they're not gonna like me. They're not gonna like you. So, for those who are suffering depression or suicidal thoughts, or who hate themselves, who hate their lives, it is cliche to say you're gonna get through it, or you know, go get therapy. I mean, therapy may work for a lot of people. Medicine may work for a lot of people, but that didn't work for me. I have my own story. I've spoke to people, and all I get is the same energy. They don't care. They act like they care. They don't. So now that I really, really, fully understand that now, and I understand my journey with God, I'm going to accept being blackballed, black sheep. I'm going to accept you putting me as the tail. But God will not accept any of that, and I will be the head. And I'm praying for everyone who's going through what I'm going through. hope the best for you.